Hi guys, my name is Kelly Durrance and we're going to be doing a YogaLates class today. Half yoga, half Pilates, my two favorites. For today's class, you're going to need a set of 5 or 3 pound weights and some ankle weights today. Mine are 2 pounds, but you are more than happy to go down if that's what you'd like. Now, just a warning, my kids come in today. This is kind of the chaos of my life, but I promise you it's gonna be the best workout. So let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and start in child's pose. Spreading those fingertips nice and wide. And then just starting those nice deep ujjayi breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Just feeling that rise and fall of the belly into those thighs. Really spreading those fingertips so we can maybe start with some grounding here today. And then let's go ahead and maybe set a little intention for your practice today. Maybe something that you want to work on or something you'd like to see positive happen in your life. Good. And then we'll take about 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. All right, from here, we're going to shift forward into your cat-like spine and then arch the back as you press back into your child's pose. So we're going to kind of move through this like your body's doing a wave here. Good. So again, I'm going to inhale as I come into that cat-like spine, arch the back, exhale as I press back into child's pose. And then we'll do this 2 more times. Good. Now from here, let's go ahead and shift forward. We're going to bend the knees and try to touch the head to the feet. Again, we're just visualizing this happen. It's probably not even going to be anywhere close, and then we'll press back into that child's pose again. All right, let's do that 2 more times just to kind of warm up the back. And press back. Good. Last one, shifting forward. Try to get the shoulders down away from the ears, pulling the belly up and in, and child's pose. And then we're going to walk the hands back to the knees so we're sitting on those heels. Good. And then we're going to inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, we're going to take a side bend over to the right. Just feeling that nice lateral movement in the spine. Good, that looks great. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. See if you can spiral that shoulder back. And then we'll go ahead and inhale, reach those arms up, hands to heart center. We're going to go ahead and come to that tabletop position here now. Let's go through a couple more rounds of regular cow-cats. So just moving with the breath, dropping the belly, and then rounding and flexing the spine, trying to separate the shoulder blades here. And we'll do that 2 more times. There we go. All right, from here, finding that neutral spine, extending that right leg out to the side. See if you can walk your hands out and bring your chin to the mat. Hips are going to stay lifted for like a half puppy pose right here. Good, we'll take 1 more breath. And then we'll walk the hands back underneath us. Now here's where we're going to get a little bit crazy. Curl the left toe under. And then we're gonna press up into like a diagonal forward fold in this wide-legged. So one leg is off the mat, one leg is on the mat, and we're in a nice straddled wide forward fold. From here, let's see if we can take some side-to-side lunges just to open up through those inner thighs. Yeah, that looks great. All right, from here, we're gonna turn ourselves back forward. So rotate that left foot forward. Right leg's gonna reach up high to the sky, and then we're gonna bend the knee. We're in that three-legged down dog. Peeking underneath that right shoulder, wrapping and firming into those arms. Let's start to add little circles here. Good, and then we'll inhale that right leg up high. We're gonna shift forward, knee to nose, round that spine. We're gonna do that 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through, Anjalayasana. So back knee's gonna drop down. Arms are gonna reach up, inhale. Try to lift out of that waist, pressing into that left knee. And then we're going to do a twisted dragon. So left hand's going to come down. I'm going to reach back for that left foot. And maybe I heel toe that right foot out and roll to the outer blade of that right foot, finding a nice little twist here. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release that. We'll heel toe this right foot in. And then we're going to go ahead and find our plank pose, holding our nice strong plank pose. So heels press back, lifting through the quads. Tilt that tailbone under. Good. Let's go ahead and come into a push-up and then press back up. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Push up, press back up. Last one. Push up, press back up. Find that downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath in and then deep breath out. All right, let's tap those knees down back to that tabletop position, going right into the other side. So I'm going to extend that left leg out to the side. Reach those arms out in front of you, chin to the mat, hips stay lifted into this half puppy pose variation here. And we'll take one more breath. And then we'll walk those hands back underneath us. All right, here's that funky transition. We're going to curl that right toe under. You're going to press up and kind of turn to the left. So you're now in this wide forward straddle fold. One foot is off the mat, one foot is on the mat. And then we'll take those side to side lunges again. Good. All right, finding its center, we're going to make our way back to that three-legged down dog, rotating that right foot forward, left leg reaches, and then we bend that knee, open up the hip, and let's start those circles with that knee. And then left leg's going to reach up high to the sky. We're going to shift forward, knee to nose, round that spine for 3. Inhale, lift. 2. Inhale, lift. Hold it here. Step it through. Anjalayasana. Back knee is going to drop down. Arms are going to reach up. Good. Relax the shoulders. Pressing into that front knee. Lifting out of the waist. And then we'll come into that twisted dragon. Right hand down. Left arm grabs for that right foot. And again, maybe you want to heel toe that left foot out and roll to the outer blade of that left foot. And then we'll go ahead and release, heel toe that left foot in. We're going to find a plank pose right here. This time we're going through our first chaturanga. Up dog, shoulders down away from the ears, belly pulled up and in, and then downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, let's tiptoe top of the mat. We're going to hang out here in our ragdoll. So grabbing opposite elbows and let's sway side to side. Good. Bending the knees as much as you need to. And then we'll release the arms and we'll slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Arms will reach overhead. Bringing those hands to heart center. All right, let's start to move a little bit more here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, right leg's going to step back, right knee drops down, arms reach up, inhale. We're going to do that water wheel, right arm forward, left arm back. Right arm forward, left arm back. And then we're going to inhale to that exalted warrior where you reach back. Beautiful. And then windmill all the way down. Finding that plank pose, taking it through a vinyasa. Maybe you add some push-ups in between here for a little bit more of a strength challenge. And then downward facing dog. All right, right leg's going to reach up. We're going to bring it through for that Anjalayasana. Back knee drops down. Arms are going to reach up. Inhale. And then this time, hands are going to come down. We're just going to rock it up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise all the way up. And then bringing those hands back to heart center. All right, let's go to the other side. Arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, left leg steps back, left knee drops down, arms are going to reach up, inhale. This time we water wheel left arm forward, right arm back. And then we're going to go into that exalted warrior. Windmilling the hands down, right foot meets the left, finding your plank pose, doing push-ups possibly, and then coming into your chaturanga up dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, let's look at the top of your mat. High on the toes, bend the knees, step or hop. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then we root to rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. All right, let's go down one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. This time we're going to plant the hands down, step or hop back into your chaturanga, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Right leg's going to reach up high to the sky. We're going to bring the right knee to the right tricep. Hold it there. Now can you tap the knee down to the wrist and pull it back up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg reaches. We're going to bring it through for high lunge, crescent lunge. Good. High on the ball of the back foot, trying to press the heel behind you. Bend into that front knee. Looks great. We're going to take that right arm underneath the left for eagle arms. And then we're going to do little eagle crunches. So inhale, try to find a mini back bend, and then exhale, elbows to the knee. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. We're going to start to launch the back leg up for warrior 3. If you hobble when you get there, that's okay. Good. Try to find balance. And then we're going to take those arms out to the side to airplane. Good. Then we're going to step back into Skandasana, back of the mat. There we go. So remember, I said turning that left foot out kind of helps get that heel down. There we go. And then maybe we open the arms, finding a little bit more space. Good, you got it. One more breath. And then we're gonna walk it to frame that front foot, revolving crescent. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. So you're on the ball of the back foot. Twisting to the right. And then let's add some arm circles here. And then we'll reverse the circle. And then we're gonna find a side plank pose when you're ready. So left hand stays down. Maybe you find a tree pose with that top foot, or maybe you even find a star pose with that top leg. If you need to modify, your left knee will be down. Good, you can do it. Hold it here. One more breath. And then we're gonna flip it to plank pose, taking it through a vinyasa. Meeting in that downward facing dog. Whew, we did it. All right, let's try ahead and go to the other side. Left leg's gonna reach up high to the sky. Left knee, left tricep, hold it there. We're gonna tap that knee down to the wrist, pull it up. Down to the wrist, pull it up. Two more, really scoop up through the belly. Last one, left leg lifts, stepping it through, high lunge, crescent lunge. There we go. Extend through the back heel. Try to tilt the pelvis under slightly so we're in a nice neutral spine. This time we're going to take the left arm underneath the right for eagle arms. And we're going to do a little mini back bend on that inhale. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Again, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, we're gonna launch it up into that warrior three. Again, if you take a step or two to get there, it's okay. And then we're gonna reach those arms out to airplane. And then we're gonna step back, Skandasana, back of the mat. Good, again. Yeah. So we're gonna open up the arms. Beautiful, one more breath. All right, hands are gonna come down. We're gonna walk to frame the front foot, right hand down, left arm reaches up for revolving crescent. And then we're gonna start to circle that arm. And then we'll reverse that circle. And then getting ready for our side plank pose, really firm into that right arm. Whatever you did on the other side, let's try to balance it out. Beautiful. You can do it. One more breath. And then we'll flip it back over into our plank, taking it through vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Good, deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, we're gonna shift forward into our plank. So nice strong plank here, shoulders over wrist, heels press back, scoop the belly up and in. I'm gonna bend the knees to tap both knees down and then back up. Both knees down and up, neck is long. Good. For 4 and 3, 2, 1. Now one knee at a time. It's right and left. Keep pressing into the mat, pressing away from the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap those knees down. We're going to sit back into that child's pose. All right, let's go ahead and come up and grab your weighted ankle straps, and then we'll put them on our ankles today. All right, and then we're going to come to a tabletop position when you're ready. All right, so finding that nice neutral spine here, so kind of pull the belly up and in. I'm going to extend the left leg behind me. Remember, I want to put more pressure into that left wrist, so I'm not leaning over into that right hip. We're going to lift that left leg up and down without moving the pelvis. I'm lifting through that leg. Beautiful. Trying to take the bend out of that knee. So remember, I always say, how much can you lengthen through the back of that leg? Good. Really squeeze and find that activation in the glute. Neck is long. Good. I promise you, you'll get through this more if we put more pressure into that left hand. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, hold it up. We're going to do little pulses. 5, 4, 3, going right into our rainbow. So it's lift, cross to the right, lift, tap it down. Lift, cross to the right, lift, tap it down. Good. Don't forget to breathe. Good. Let's do 2 more. Oh, I already feel this. Good. Last one. All right, we're going to bend that left knee, flex that foot. Try to keep the hips squared. I'm going to stamp that heel straight up towards that ceiling and then tap that knee down. Lift and lower. All right, 4 more. 3, 2, hold it up. Now I'm going to corkscrew that left knee behind the right knee and then bring it out to fire hydrant. So it's corkscrew left knee behind the right knee, bring it out to fire hydrant. There you go. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Hold that knee out to the side. We're going to bring our right forearm down. So we're opening up to the left in that fire hydrant. Go ahead and give me little fire hydrant lifts right here. There you go. Keeping that knee in line with the hip. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. We're going to extend that leg behind us. Bring the knee. Try to tap that knee to that left elbow. Extend behind us and tap. Keep pressing into the left hand. And 2. Hold that leg extended. We're going to do little pulses up into that little arabesque movement. 8. Come on, you can do it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come on down. All right, we're going to come onto our back to give our wrists a little bit of a break, and we're going to do some traditional Pilates core work here. So when you're ready, we're going to take our knees to tabletop. Good. Try to get those knees right over the hips. That's the most challenging part. Arms are going to reach overhead. And then we're going to crunch up as we press the arms down by our side. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Trying to really wrap those ribs. Down and up. Good, let's do 2. We're gonna hold it up here. You can do it. We're gonna do single leg stretch. Left leg and then right leg. And you're gonna exhale on the switch. Crunch up nice and high. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees back to tabletop. Come all the way down. All right, now we're going to do our double leg stretch. So make sure those knees are stacked back over the hips. Tuck the tailbone under. As we crunch up, it's a double leg stretch. And then back down. Crunch up, double leg stretch. And down. Come on, you can do it. Let's do 2 more. Last one, hold it here. We're going to do star. Arms and legs go out for 5. Crunch up nice and high. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Excellent. Hug those knees into the chest. All right, when you're ready, we're going to bring our feet to diamond shape now. So feet together, knees are going to go out. I'm going to reach the arms overhead. When I crunch up, I'm going to bring the left arm to the center, right arm goes out to the side, and then I come back down, and then we're going to go to the other side. Right hand goes to the center, left arm goes to the side. There we go. We got this. Come on. Squeeze into those obliques here. Good. All right, we have 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to pulse that left side, pulse it right here. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze into that left oblique. 4, 3, 2. Come on down. Go right into the right side. Pulse that out. 8. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Whew. We felt that. All right, let's windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then let's go ahead and come up and we'll get ready for our other side on our tabletop position. I'm going to turn this way just so I can still stay open towards you. All right, so we're going to extend that right leg behind us. And then we're going to focus more on pressing into that right hand. We're going to lift and lower that right leg. There you go. Try to take the bend out of that knee. Really extend. Beautiful. Really squeeze into that right glute. Pulling the belly up and in. All right, let's do 4 more. 3, 2. We're going to hold it up. Give me little pulses. Up, up. Last 2 right into our rainbow. So it's lift, cross, lift, and lower. Lift, cross, lift, and lower. Try not to twist or drop that left hip. You're just crossing through that right leg, really squeezing into that glute. 3. There we go. 2. Last 1. All right, let's bend that knee. Readjust yourself, press into that right hand so we're not shifting all our weight into that left hip, and we're going to stamp that heel up and down. Good. I know we get tired, so if you need to, you can come onto the forearms. All right, let's do 3, 2. Now we're gonna rainbow arc. We're gonna do that corkscrew. Knee goes behind the left knee. Bring it out to that fire hydrant. Cross it behind that left knee and out to that fire hydrant. When we lift that knee, try to scoop the belly. Right here. There you go. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold that fire hydrant out to the side. We're going to come onto that left forearm, opening up to the right, and we're going to do little pulses with that fire hydrant. Lift and lower. There we go. Keep pushing into that right hand for 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to bring the knee to that elbow. Extend that leg behind you. Bring the knee to the elbow. Extend that leg behind you. Good. All right, let's do 4 more. Good. 3, 2. Hold that leg out right here, and then we're going to pulse that leg. There's my dog, as always. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Woo. Epic, come here. You want a treat? I always have to get him to get a treat. There we go. All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead and take our weights off. And then we're going to grab our free weights, bringing our right leg out to a diagonal with the foot at a 45-degree angle. We're going to go ahead and bend into that front knee as we do some bicep serves here. Try to tilt that tailbone slightly under. Good. Taking nice deep breaths in, really pushing into that front foot. Good, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and we'll hold that bend and we'll just focus on the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms all the way out. We're going to rotate palms up and down. Good. So if you have heavier weights, this could probably seem really challenging. I have about 3 pounds here, and this is challenging enough. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, I'm going to straighten this front leg and find a nice little side bend, and then bend back into that knee. Straighten that leg, side bend into that knee. Good. Let's do 4 more. Last 2. Last one. We're going to hold that side bend from here. If you need to take that weight out underneath that hand, that's fine. We're going to lift and lower this top leg, making sure your shoulder is directly over that wrist. We're going to start to add that arm. So a little bit of arm work with it. I have my top foot flexed. Good. Neck is nice and long. For 5. Good, let's do 2 more. Hold it right here. Now I'm going to swing the arm forward as I swing the leg back, and then swing the leg forward as I swing the arm back. So working in the opposite direction here, really trying to keep that leg hip height. Good, scooping up through those abdominals. You can do it. We're almost there. Good. 2. Beautiful. Last 1. Perfect. Drop that foot down, grab that weight. Good. Last little thing here, staying in this shape. We're going to reach the arms up for our snow angels. That top arm is burning. That right arm. Good. Come on, you can do it. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Good job, guys. All right, go ahead and come down. Have a seat on those heels. Maybe give yourself some nice little shoulder rolls here to work that out. All right, we are going right into the other side. So left foot's gonna come out of that 45-degree angle. Your leg is at a diagonal here. We're gonna do front bicep serves on this side. So it's reach and pull in. Bend and extend. Good. Reach and pull. Really be mindful that you're not lifting the shoulders towards the ears when we reach the arms forward. Good. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold that bend. Now just the serve of the arms. 8. Come on. Nice. 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms out. Palms go down and up. Rotate. Getting into those small little micro accessory muscles. Make sure this left knee is pressing open. It's not buckling in. For 4, 3. Come on, you can do it. 2 and 1. Bring those arms out to the side. We're going to straighten that leg as we side bend and then bend back into that knee. Straighten and bend. You guys are looking great. Summer is here. We are working towards that summer body, but also feeling good, right? I'm all about holistic wellness from the inside out. Last 3 and 2. Hold it right here. Maybe take that hand off of the weight. We're going to lift and lower that left leg. Flexing that foot. Making sure that shoulder is right over that wrist. Let's start to add that arm. There we go. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it here. I'm going to swing the arm forward as I swing the leg back. Swing the leg forward as I swing the arm back. So we're finding that opposition in the stretch and then that crunch. Whew, this is really strong with that arm. For 4, try to keep that leg hip height. I know it's hard, but you can do it. 3, 2, good. Last 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and pick up that weight. Hold it right here. We're going right into those snow angels to finish. Elbows in, tap the weights. Beautiful. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everyone. Take those weights down. Let's go ahead and start slowing it down. So coming onto your backs. Good. Hugging those knees into the chest and gently rocking it side to side. Good. We'll extend the left leg, interlace the hands, grab underneath that right leg, and just rotate out that right ankle. And then we'll bring that knee over to the left, gazes over that right shoulder. So this is probably one of my favorite classes to teach because it combines my two loves of yoga and Pilates. So finding that strength and that opening in the body, I really do feel like they complement each other so, so well. One more breath. And then we'll go ahead and hug the right knee in and release it down. And then we'll go right into the other side, hugging the left knee in, rotating out that ankle, and then bringing that knee over to the right side of the body, reaching that left arm out to the side. Epic, come here. Epic. There we go. Oh my gosh. He is just the star of all my videos. Although my kids were today too. No kissies right now. All right, let's take one more breath here. All right, let's hug both knees back in and we'll roll up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Good. Let's inhale, reach the arms up, and we'll go to that side bend. And then over to the other side. And then inhaling the arms up, bringing those hands to heart center. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today in my YogaLates class. If you loved this video, please subscribe, comment, like. It really helps with the algorithm. And if you guys are new to my channel, you probably haven't watched some of my other videos, but I am a chronic illness survivor. So my whole page is about feeling good from the inside out. And I'm super into holistic wellness, especially when it comes to giving your body what it needs, right? To get the energy to get through the workouts, to just feel good all the time. And so I have supplements that I recommend on a daily basis that include mushrooms and minerals, and they're all cellular repair products. These products changed my life on my healing journey, and that's why I'm so passionate about sharing them with you. So please take some time to look around and watch some of my videos, and I will also link the supplements in here so you can just learn about the importance of minerals with the nervous system and cellular repair and how that can really help you feel good inside. And then my workouts are going to help you feel good on the outside. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you on my next video.